All right, welcome back for another edition of Ram Country Conversations. Brian Roth, voice of the Rams with you, and we're going to talk some women's volleyball on the show here today. Emily Kohan, the associate head coach for Colorado State. She's been with the staff for 5 years, joining us here on Zoom. Emily, great to see you. And start off by telling us what the last 4 months has been like for you and your staff and just trying to stay connected with your players during this lockdown.
Yeah, it's been a crazy time for everyone. I give our players a ton of credit for being willing to stay flexible. And we did a weekly Zoom call with them, actually a couple times a week, where we did leadership development. So they got sent home in March, and we did an 8-week leadership academy is what we called it. We were really lucky that one of our players' dads is a professional speaker and motivational, like in the corporate world. So Eric Bowles led our team through a professional leadership academy, which was really awesome because we lost 5 seniors and we have a lot of leadership to replace. So we did that. And when that ended, we gave them a little bit of a break. And then over the summer, we have caught up with them, and they mostly all came back at the beginning of July and have been doing workouts from then. But it's been fun to see the dynamic change because those 5 seniors are gone and who's stepping up. And it's been a really great transition, and we're excited for our future with them.
All right, so you kind of addressed the mental aspect, and wow, what a thing to have to be able to go through the leadership academy. But how about the physical side? How have the players been able to stay in shape and work out, but really more specifically, keep volleyball skills in sharp condition when gyms haven't been readily available?
Yeah, it's required some creativity. So we challenge them just for their load management of their knees and their shoulders to keep doing something with a ball that is kind of volleyball-like. So a lot of them will play against the garage or the bags game. They have tilted boards up against a wall, and they can spike into the board and it bounces back, in their area, and they can kind of bump that spike to themselves back against those slanted boards. So a lot of them built those in their backyards. Some of the states were pretty lucky that they started allowing small groups into gyms with their clubs or with their old high schools. So some of our players got some reps that way. But really it was a lot of parental involvement. Some of the parents were getting posted on Instagram, and they were pretty funny with their volleyball skills.
All right, final thought before we let you go. You mentioned the players are back here on campus. Do you feel a sense of normalcy kind of returning now? Certainly normal has a different meaning these days with the pandemic, but do you feel a sense of normalcy coming back where you'll get with them in the gym coming up in August and all of a sudden you can have a bit more face-to-face communication?
Yeah, I think it's given us all hope more than anything that we're going to get to be all back together and in training. I think a lot of us have gone through this identity crisis of who are we without our sports, and we crave getting back in there with each other. So I wouldn't say it's normal yet, but we're getting hopeful that we're going to get there. And I think we're all excited to fold up those 7 new freshmen, 8 new total players, and see what they have to offer too. So yeah, beginning of August is what we're all waiting for.
Absolutely. Emily, thanks so much for taking some time out and joining us today.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, that's Emily Kohan, the associate head coach of Colorado State Ram Volleyball. I'm Brian Roth. Thanks for watching Ram Country Conversations.